Firefighters from 11 Massachusetts fire departments are honored Tuesday for their heroic acts of bravery. The 27th Annual Firefighter of the Year award ceremony was held at Worcester's Mechanics Hall. Governor Charlie Baker says this year's award recipients used their training and experience to save lives. Our Roslyn Flaherty was at today's ceremony and has more. Roslyn?
Olivia, the Fitchburg Fire Department was one of those departments honored for their bravery during a fire that occurred in February. The department says it was a team effort and they were just doing their job. The 27th Annual Firefighter of the Year Awards recognize acts of bravery by firefighters from across Massachusetts.
To recognize and to honor their work and to tell them how much we appreciate what they've done.
On a cold night in February, the Fitchburg Fire Department, along with Chief Kevin Roy, responded to a house fire.
We knew we had no one outside the building and we had cars in the driveway.
Firefighters began their search and rescue efforts. Chief Roy pulled out a man who told him his two sisters were still inside.
The guys were in a very bad situation on that floor searching for those two other victims.
Firefighters were only able to save the man and risk their lives to get to the other two victims.
A lot of professions you're able to say, it's that you're successful at all times, no matter how it happens. With ours, sometimes it doesn't always end the best way possible, but that doesn't stop us from trying as hard as we can.
Dozens were honored at a ceremony inside Worcester's Mechanics Hall. Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito remembered the day in 1999 when 6 Worcester firefighters died in the Worcester cold storage fire.
And I remember passing through the city and seeing all of the activity at this place. And Worcester has not been the same since that day. And it's not just Worcester, it's our Commonwealth and firefighters from across the country who rallied around the families in the days after and continued to come together.
Retired State Fire Marshal Stephen Cohen received the State Fire Marshal Award. He says the memory sticking with him and what hurt him the most throughout his career was the Worcester fire.
I responded here that evening, worked with Chief Bud. I stayed here for 8 days and 8 nights and, lived the horror and the tragedy that occurred here.
Now, the anniversary of the Worcester cold storage fire is coming up on December 3rd and is still in the minds of many at this ceremony. As for the Fitchburg firefighters, they received the Governor's Group Citation for Meritorious Conduct and the Chief received the Medal of Valor. Olivia?
All right.